Good afternoon, Phillies and Gentle Colts, ladies and gentlemen. This is PMV Today host Synergy, and you're listening to PMV Today Spotlight Podcast. Tonight I'm going to be talking to a very traditional, very excellent PMV artist, Redcard. Paul, you there?
Yep, I'm here.
Hello, hello,
Thanks.
Paul. Thank you so much for being able to, come and allow this interview to go through. Sorry for the delay.
It's all right. Great to be here.
Yes. Well, since we're all here, finally, let's get right into the questions. So, where are you from, Paul?
I am actually, I actually come from a town called Wayne. It's a suburb of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. But right now, I am actually a freshman on the campus of Albright College, which is located in Reading, Pennsylvania. It's about an hour to 2 hours northwest of Philadelphia.
And what are you doing at the college?
I am studying communications to be a sports broadcaster, actually.
Oh, wow, a broadcaster. Well, that's an excellent field to get into. You get to use a nice mic,
And,
and one day maybe we'll be hearing your voice over a stream. Your voice
yeah,
over a stream interviewing someone. Nice. Okay. Um,
yeah, and it's pretty hard to do, and believe me, it's pretty it with the competition for spots at stations nowadays. I can tell it's going to be pretty hard.
yeah. All right.
Yep.
So how did you get into the fandom? I mean, the Brony fandom and all things, and of any of the other areas that you could have gone into, why PMVs?
Well, first of all, the I got into the Brony fandom was actually I first heard about My Little Pony: Friendship is Magic when I first heard about it from a couple schoolmates to mine back at my high school, which is a Hilltop Preparatory School in Bryn Mawr, Pennsylvania. There were like several bronies there. And actually, and I first heard about this. First heard about this from them. I think in late 2011, I think. And then in spring of 2012. I was flipping through my Verizon Fios TV guide one day, and I came across this programming block which is titled My Little Pony is Magic. So I thought it wouldn't hurt to give it a shot, and I went for the Hub Network. The show came on the air, and so like a few minutes passed. I thought bad, and believe me,
Sorry, could you repeat that?
the
Your
first
voice
episode
is
I saw
chopping
was
out.
actually oh, sorry, the 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 first episode that I saw was actually A Friend Indeed, and that's the one that featured the Smile song. And believe me, that's what really got me going. I thought this is this, I thought this is amazing.
All right, and so I guess since you got introduced to the Smile song, would that end up perhaps making your favorite character be Pinkie Pie, or do you have a favorite character
Um,
of MLP?
um, well, uh, I actually don't have any opinion of like a favorite character or who's best pony or anything. And actually, I'm actually hearing like an echo of the stream from somewhere. What's going on?
I have no clue. I don't hear an echo at all.
Huh.
It's fine. Okay, so you said you're not particular about the characters, so
Oh, I
you don't
actually
have a
had the
favorite.
I actually had the stream open. My bad. That's where the echo was coming from. I'm sorry.
Okay, that's fine.
Um, yes. So anyway, anyway, I don't have like an opinion on like who's best pony or anything. I like them all. pretty
All right.
much.
Hey, why not?
Um,
So to recap exactly what we talked about, so you're from Pennsylvania. You're currently going to a college to get into sports broadcasting.
yes, I am.
You got into the fandom through seeing a some of your schoolmates, a lot of bronies in your school, and that got you interested. Your favorite, you
Yep.
don't have a favorite character. Two more questions in this area. Is there a story behind your username?
Um, there actually is, but I'm not a believe me, I didn't come up. Sorry, I didn't come up with it myself. I had to get a little help from this. The my brony name or username red card.
Your username of
Uh,
Red Card, you said?
um, yeah.
Okay.
My username was first thought of by Everfree Network host and director Final Draft.
Hmm.
He first he I saw him at BronyCon last year. I ran into him in the vendor hall, and I asked him, first I told him what I what I do right now, and he suggested Red Card. Now, what I told him and what I do is that I am actually a certified soccer referee, certified by the United States Soccer Federation and Eastern Pennsylvania Youth Soccer. So
Hmm.
I referee soccer games from anywhere from U8 or U9 all the way up to amateur.
Wow. Well, that's impressive. I actually, it's funny you say that. I
Eh,
actually used to ref
Did
soccer as
you?
well. I mean, I was a big soccer player. My brother's even a bigger soccer player. He gets to go to Spain actually for the summer just so he can, get to know people there and you know how much they love their soccer. So,
Yep.
uh,
I actually used to play soccer as well for my
you used to play soccer
for
as well. For what?
when I was in high school, and
Your voice cut out.
from playing soccer when I was in kindergarten actually.
So you started playing soccer when you were in kindergarten?
That was the first time I think for a team,
Mm.
and then many years passed, and then I joined my high school's soccer team.
Oh, okay. So then you continued on, then you ended, but now you're refing. Excellent. Okay, so what was it? Oh yeah. So why did you choose PMVs to do like what? Why did you choose PMVs to be your contribution to the fandom?
Uh, I chose PMVs because I well first of all I work very well with technology, especially Windows PC computers. I I after the season 3 finale, when Twilight first became was transformed into an alicorn and became and was coordinated a princess of Equestria. I I thought to myself, I've got to make a especially in her honor. So so that's when I thought of the song "Nobody Does It Better," which is sung by Carly Simon. It's also the theme for the James Bond film "The Spy Who Loved Me." The inspiration for this song or using this song came from a tribute video which also used this song as well. It was a tribute to the late Desmond Llewellyn, who played the the Gadget Master Q in 16 James Bond films. He passed away after the making of The World Is Not Enough, which features Pierce Brosnan. This was back in 1999, and he so it used that song as well, and you know. Basically, like, you know, Twilight had a, like, you know, obviously showed a huge leadership role leading up to that episode, the season 3 finale, and that's one of the reasons. And you know, and she's good with organizing. She's good with leading. She's good with, you know, solving problems, I guess.
So you drew a comparison between the song and the character and made a PMV out of it?
Yes, I did.
All right, cool. So to recap, the story behind your username is that final draft from ever free radio network recommended to you at last year's BronyCon. And then we got on to talking about a bit of soccer and how you'd started when you were in kindergarten, continued on into high school, and now you are a registered registered referee for the Pennsylvania soccer leagues, all the way up to amateur.
Yep.
Okay, cool. Let's move into some of the questions about the PMVs of yours itself, because, you know, I'd love to hear more about those. Okay. What do you want to bring to your audience through your PMVs?
What do I want to bring to my? Basically, I just want to show like my my creative side to the whole of the fandom, pretty much, and also because, like, you know, some songs out there have not been PMV'd. Well, as far as I've seen thus far,
and of course, you need to ponify everything to make things good.
Everything should be ponified, yeah. And so, yeah. Basically, it's I have a huge creative side, and I have had for many years, and so this fandom, like, you know, with all the references that it has, like I mean, the show that has all the references and everything, allusions, like it inspired me for some of my PMVs to produce them.
Okay, so due to the show having references, allusions to pop culture and so on and so forth, so you thought that you'd want to kind of embody that in your PMVs, and you also sort of want to bring songs that probably haven't been ponified or haven't been made into PMVs and make it something that people can see in the fandom?
Yeah, and also because, like, you know, I just, like, you know, like a song, you know, comes to mind, and I just, you know, like, you know, it's pretty much all downhill from there. I just, you know, like, it's like just adding in the clips, just, you know, syncing them up with the right lyrics, and I you know, it's sometimes it's just a spur of the moment thing.
Absolutely, and I've noticed your timing is very, very, very good when it comes to music and video, which I thought that was impressive when I was looking over your own videos. You know, let's move on. So you did talk about you have this giant creative side and you want to share that creativity with the community. You know, here's your opportunity right here. I'm going to ask you, what is the creative process that you undergo to make your animations? And you can go all the way from, you know, how you're inspired in the first place to make the animation, that particular PMV, or some of the softwares you use as well. I'd be interested in both if you have the time.
Well, the type of creative side.
Well, let's start with the software. What software do you use to make your animations?
The software that I use to make my PMVs is I don't think it's very well known. amongst most technology experts. The software is called CyberLink Power Director. It's nothing at all like Windows Movie Maker at all, or anything. It's this in this software you can like add it's a layer on top of layer type of software. It's non-linear. So the number one layer is let's say you have like the software showing up on your screen right now, and right at the bottom of the screen you have like layers of objects that will be shown in the timeline. And so the number one layer, or the layer that's labeled number one, is the layer that's on the bottom, and everything below that will pile up on top of that.
Okay. So the overlay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the software that I use, and I actually use that same software to produce a video for my high school senior project, which is of a high school soccer game, which I commentated on later on during post production, and it did me very, very, very well.
Oh, that's excellent. You know, in all truth,
Yep.
Paul, I don't know of any many people. I play Dota 2, if you know about that game, and I do feel things, and there's some really great commentators there. There might be opportunities for you online to commentate on games or commentate on stuff, and perhaps that's how you get your foot in the door. So then you can then present that to, Sports Network or whatever you want to end up commentating for, whatever building or whatever office you want to work out of, and that could be good to put on a resume. So I'd recommend for you to look around. I mean, there might even be opportunities in the Brony fandom, because I don't know what you do, but perhaps as of late with Fighting is Magic getting back on track after I think Lauren Faust recreated a few characters to remove the copyright that Hasbro was putting on it. I mean, you might have an opportunity to do some commentating in the future.
Yeah.
So what's the name of the software you use, man? Before we go on?
CyberLink Power Director.
CyberLink Power Director. Cool. So I have another question for you. There's a whole lot of PMVs out there, and as you were saying, right, there's so many, and you said, I try to pick songs that haven't been PMV'd. I think they haven't been PMV'd because there's like thousands and thousands. What do you think you do to establish a sort of uniqueness in your work? Do you do anything, or do you rely on just having rare songs as your unique point?
I'm sorry, could you repeat the question, actually?
Yeah, sure. What do you do to establish uniqueness in your work? What do you think puts your PMVs on top of other PMVs? Makes it more than run-of-the-mill?
I think what puts my PMVs on top of what I think personally is like the scene selection matching up with the context of the lyrics, and also like whenever during parts of the song which have like instrumental like interludes or instrumental breaks or something like that, you like during the instrumental parts, like pretty much anything goes, or you just try to match, like for example, like the episode, the season 1 finale, Best Night Ever, during the at the gala sequence, nearing the end of the song, like all the main 6 ponies are marching towards Candlelight Castle together, singing together, like stomping to the beat of the song, the main 6 ponies are marching towards Candlelight Castle together, singing together, like stomping to the beat of the song, 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 like scenes like that, I like during instrumental parts of songs, like if a clip has that, I try to match it. I try to match like the hoof stomping up to the beat of the song as best as I possibly can.
Of course, and you know
Uh,
what I actually noticed when I was looking through your videos, and one of my favorite videos of yours is when you did the PMV of Piano Man, but
oh
you said
yeah,
it was Piano Mare. And
yeah,
you know there was a lot of examples where for example, Spike playing on the piano would work in exact order
yeah,
with the actual piano beat, being
yeah,
played in the song itself. So I
right.
definitely see that, and it's true. I know I've done a few interviews now, and some PMV artists go way out there to provide uniqueness. I think where the specialty of your own videos rests is the timing is very sharp, and you don't use a lot of filters, a lot of transitions to fill up space. You really are using raw footage, and it's pretty
Yeah,
fantastic.
yeah.
Okay, so quickly to let's move on to another thing because I'm interested. So you've made a whole bunch of PMVs, and I'd imagine that you've encountered some difficulties along the way. Have you? And if you have you overcome them? And this could even be something from technical stuff, like your program you're trying to learn more of, or inspirational, as in just not feeling like doing anything, but kind of forcing yourself to.
Um,
Would you like me to repeat that?
could you please? Yeah.
That's totally fine, yeah. I just asked if you've encountered any difficulties while making your PMVs, and you could explain inspirational difficulties or technical or both.
Um, in some of my recent PMVs, I've actually especially with me using Piano Man. Given that the context of the song is um, like some of the lyrics, for example, like you know the uh, the like the piano sounds like a carnival and the microphone smells like a beer. That.
And you're referring to your Piano Man music video for those who don't know the lyrics to that.
Yes.
Hmm.
The lyrics of that song. I mean, like, the references to alcohol usage and
Non-pony things.
no, I try to censor that as best as I possibly can. Not not censoring the song, but not literally using scenes that match up with those kinds of lyrics. That's not going to work for me. So what I try to do is use similar scene sequences
Mm.
and put those in instead. And I've encountered plenty of other difficulties when editing my videos as well.
Hmm. Okay,
Yeah,
so
a lot of them.
oh, of course, and this always happens. The process, always has complexion. That's really good. So, essentially, what you were explaining is that you sort of PG your PMVs, and sort of for the scenes
I
that
try
perhaps
to.
yeah, and that's totally fine. And that could actually be another uniqueness point because I don't know about any other PMVs that do that, which is good because if we think, logically here, there are a lot of kids in the fandom as well, young kids, and that was what makes this fandom so great. It's for young and old. And so I think that's a really good path that you're going on. So you have done a
Yeah.
lot of videos, and actually, we have an audience question that works perfectly with the question I want to ask you later. So someone from the
Okay.
audience asked you how you make your PMV so quickly and still maintain the good quality. I'm actually wondering that as well. Do you have a timetable? Do you plan out like I'm going to do 10 minutes each day, or how does that work?
Um, Usually when I make my PMVs, more times than not, it usually takes a couple hours out of a single day, uh, to make a single video,
Mhm.
because because you're having to go through like every single episode that has been released and try to find a type of like any scene that will match up with the lyrics, or I have like a scene that comes right to the top of my head that I know that I want to use somewhere in the video.
Okay.
So yeah, I base it upon that, but sometimes, you know, like for a couple of my videos, it's actually taken like you know, there have been times where I've started like, you know, making PMVs like, you know, some 9, 10 o'clock at night, and I was saying to myself, there's no way I'm going to finish this tonight. So it could sometimes a single video could take like, you know, over the course of, you know, 2 days or even 3 days. So I mean it depends what circumstances you deal with, pretty much.
Okay, cool. So you're pretty much explaining that you usually try working as much as you can in one go for
Yep.
a particular PMV. If you can't, you can spread it out. I mean, life gets in the way as well. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So since now I know you made a lot of PMVs, what do you think the hardest PMV was that you worked on?
The hardest PMV.
Or project even, your music, your video projects in the fandom. Any of them.
The most difficult video for the fandom that I think that I have worked on. Ooh, man. Just give me a second to think here.
Sure.
I think the hardest one that I've done is actually the PMV that actually features the song "We Didn't Start the Fire" by Billy Joel. That took a lot that demanded a lot of scene selection for me to go through, and like, you know, considering that, you know, it's about a song that, you know, like that goes through the highlights and the lowlights of like world history over the course of 50 years between the years 1949 and 1989, when the song was first recorded. So I mean, yeah, that was a pretty hard one.
Okay.
And I think my second most hardest one is might be I think it might be the one that features the song "Moscow" by Genghis Khan.
Yes. I think.
Yeah.
Is that the one you're spotlighting right now? No, you're
The one-
spotlighting Moscow.
Moscow.
The German version.
That's the that's one that's I have highlighted on my channel's front page, the German version of the song.
Yes.
I made two versions of that, you know, since YouTube doesn't have any dual language settings, so you have to make two separate videos if you want to do like more than one language of the song.
Okay, let's quickly move on because I'd actually like to end it on half an hour, so that's about 2 minutes left. I do have a last quick question for you.
Okay.
And to quickly summarize, so you said the two hardest projects were "We Didn't Start the Fire" by Billy Joel and "Moscow," which is the video you put out about a month back. Now, I was looking at your most viewed videos, and you know, you seem to have done. I'll see if I can pull this up really quick because your most popular video was actually a scene from the royal wedding, Kersalis's defeat.
Oh, yeah.
So do you plan to keep up with PMVs, or perhaps try some of the stuff that's giving you the 145,000 or the 83,000 or the 1 million?
Well, I try to I try to balance it out. Because as some of my subscribers may know, may already know already, or have seen already, not only do I make PMVs, but I also make parody crossovers.
Yes.
As as well. A few days ago, I actually did a bona fide parody of the television show Cops with the song Bad Boys.
That was the most recent video of yours.
That is, yes. So, yeah. I mean the first bona fide the first pony video that I actually ever did was actually back in January of 2013, when I rescored the scene from the ceremony scene from Return of Harmony. I actually inserted the medal ceremony theme that was used during the 2010 Vancouver Winter Olympics.
Okay.
And you know, to me, that piece of music just matched the scene so well that you know, like I have to publish this. I have to upload this.
Cool, cool. Now, actually, it's 6:31 now, so or,
Okay.
I mean, at least on my time. So we'll have to, you know, simmer it down. But I must say, you know, thank you very much for coming on. And again, I'm sorry for the delay on my behalf because I know we wanted to do this 2 days ago.
It's all right.
You know, you gave me some great answers, and yeah, thank you very much to the audience for listening to the interview. You'll be able to hear it on YouTube in about 3 days. So yeah, thank you very much, guys, and have a nice night.
Great to have been here.